We are back. It's Sarcasm Speaks, Jared and Bob. Hey, we're here. It's the Monday after the 4th of July weekend. Hopefully the sound quality is a little better now because I actually have a microphone. I converted the old couch mic into this. Like I was just saying, though, I can't hear myself in my headphones, so I have no idea what I sound like, but I can hear you all right.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds fine on this end. And when you took the mic down before we got on, I couldn't hear, or I could barely hear you. So it's not like computer picking it up.
Yeah. So hopefully this is a little bit better for folks. This mic does suck though. I pretty much have to like eat it. But yeah, no, yeah. We're here. Same spot, same situation, slightly better situation than last week, actually. When did we record? Last Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's when Vinny came. We're pretty much done. We're done with demo for now. So I am in a much better headspace, I would say. Everything is done except for the kitchen and the den downstairs because the GC came over last week and to put like the fucking piece of paper in the window, the permits and shit. And he was like, yeah, so I probably won't be able to make it here next week and maybe not the week after that, but I should be here in 3 weeks. So I was like, all right. So I'm not going to demo the kitchen yet because there's no need to live without a kitchen for 2 weeks when I don't have to.
Right.
So everything is done, like I said, for now. And then as soon as the GC gives us the go ahead of when he's going to start, we'll probably take the weekend before that and then just do the kitchen, which is going to suck. It's probably going to be the worst room. Well, I don't know if anything could be worse than the attic, but it's going to suck getting that tile up, taking out all the cabinets, all that stupid bullshit.
We can talk to Cunty Chris. His uncle does tile for a living. So if
really?
If he doesn't have tools to borrow, he might have tips and tricks and whatever.
That would be huge.
And actually, Cunty Chris himself used to do bitch work for his uncle. So
nice.
He probably knows himself.
Yeah. Well, that's good to know. I will definitely have to reach out to him and be like, hey, man, I got to take up tile. Tell me what to do.
Yeah. He's like, oh, that's a shit job. It's like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, no, I'm aware. I'm looking for help.
It's all shit work.
Yeah, I'm looking for help, not commentary. All right. So do you have a tournament today still?
Yeah, 115.
Nice. Where at?
Wannamoisit.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm fancy talk today.
Fancy motherfucker.
So obviously I have Wannamoisit today.
Mm-hmm.
I've known about this since the schedule came out in fucking March. So when Michaela asked me, she goes, oh, what do you think about going up to Vermont for the 4th? I'm like, I have a tournament on the 5th. I go,
yeah.
There's 2 locations on this schedule that are not negotiable. I go, this is one of them.
Right.
I go, so if you want to go, that's fine. I go, I got to be back sometime on Sunday to play on Monday.
Right.
And so then in my head, I'm thinking, I'm like, all right, well, how am I going to prepare for this? Like Sugarbush has a golf course. So, all right, well, I'll try to play Saturday with her cousins. But then leading into last week, not only was I was double shifting for Chris, so it was hard for me to get to the golf course. Then it fucking rained. What Wednesday, Thursday, Friday or something?
Yep. Yep, and yeah. Saturday. Wednesday through Saturday, I believe, was rain.
So in Massachusetts, I could barely do anything Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then we get up to Vermont, and it looks like the rain's going to clear. We get up Saturday, the rain doesn't clear. For whatever reason, they still let us out on that golf course.
Oh, wow.
And the starters, like, there's a sign like the old parking signs from Bridgewater.
Yep.
And it was in the middle of the first cart path and says carts on paths today. And I'm like, all right. And the guy didn't want to tell us it was cart path only, but told us it was cart path. I don't know. It was strange. He's like, oh, our super Brian Wing, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah.
Doesn't want the course to get ripped up, so we have to, tell you these things. I'm like, yeah, dude, no shit. Like,
Yeah, it's fucking pouring.
Ripped up. But never mind. It's like a resort course, so it's all idiots out there.
Right.
So he goes, oh, and by the way, there's standing water on 3 of the holes, and I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. So,
oh man,
the rain kind of clears, until we got there, and then it kind of didn't clear for 4 holes on the front. And dude, I have never played a golf course that wet. When he said standing water, it looked like fucking rivers running through the greens.
Jesus Christ.
So no one hit. I think the first green we played that had standing water was like the 7th hole. Everything else was wet, spongy, like whatever.
Right.
But not standing. So we get to the first green and her cousin's like, hey, so what's the plan here? I go, I don't know, auto 2-putt unless you hit it.
Yeah.
Putt through this shit. So it was like the first putt I hit, I thought I hit it pretty hard and it went like fucking 4 feet. All it did was like spin up water.
Yeah.
Nowhere. It was like I hit a mark. I just started laughing. I just couldn't do anything but laugh.
Yeah.
But then eventually it did kick. So we didn't have to play in the rain the whole time. But I'm just like, man, what a way to get ready for today.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Fucking pissing rain for like 5 straight days. Yeah.
I ended up playing on Friday at Brook Meadow in Canton.
Oh, Canton?
Yeah.
I played there once. I don't remember if I played 9 or 18, but
really nice course. I would love to go back there and play when it's not fucking downpouring.
Yeah, well, that's the same thing. Like they asked me, "Oh, what'd you think of the course? What'd you think of the course?" I go, I mean, I think I would have liked it, but it's hard to say. Fucking piss rain all day.
Yeah. So fun fact about that, not that I'm not complaining, but just as a PSA, on the weekends they only do one rate, so it's $60. So I roll into the shop and I met Amy's sister's boyfriend, a couple of his buddies from home. So I think I was the first one there, and I rolled in and I was like, hey, I have a 215, like it could be under Dan, like I don't know. And they were like, yep, you're all set. All right, here it is. And they're like $60. And I was like, all right, so did he sign us up for 9 or 18? And the kid goes, that's one rate, so you can do whatever you want. And I was like, all right, well, I mean, I'm definitely going to play 18 if I'm paying $60. And then the other thing too, like I just threw my bag on my push cart and went, because I just assumed we were going to play 9. Like I didn't know the situation. So I'm standing there and I'm looking at my cart and it's raining and I'm like, fuck, I don't really want to walk 18, but I also don't want to pay $80 just to get a fucking cart. So I was like, fuck it, whatever. I'll just pay the 60. I'm walking. Like my bag's already on my cart. I don't give a shit. Plus it's raining, so it's cart path only. So probably like I walked 18, which I was fucking dying after demoing for a week, but there was no hassle of like, drive the golf cart up to here, walk all the way across, walk all the way back. Oh, did I bring the right club? Oh, you know what I mean? Like I just took my push cart right up to my fucking ball and I just walked. I said the last 4 holes got a little squirrely because I was so fucking exhausted. But it was a really nice course. I would definitely go play there again. Like I said, in nicer weather. One of the kids I was playing with, one of Dan's buddies, I think I sent you the Snapchat. It was so fucking wet. I don't think he had golf shoes, and his shoes were soaked and his feet were soaked. So he ended up just taking his shoes off and playing barefoot. He pulled a John Daly. He played like the last, I don't know, probably the last like 6 holes barefoot.
So bad. Yeah, actually, when it rains, I actually prefer to walk. I mean, it just depends on the course, though.
Yeah, yeah. There's not a lot of elevation change, so it wasn't bad. Like like I said, if I hadn't been like working like a fucking loser for a week, it would have been fine. But it was like by the time I get to like the 13th or the 14th hole, I'm on the tee box trying to like stretch my back, feel like fucking Jason Day. Like
Yeah.
I can barely fucking bend over. How am I supposed to swing a club? Like it got a little rough those last four, but I enjoyed it. And it's not that far from you, right? It
No,
can't be. It's in Canton, so it can't be
right
more
off
than 20
75,
minutes.
I think.
Yeah. So cool spot. I would go again, like I said. Um, what else we got here? You got anything while you stall
I
while I
gotta
look
pull. I'm
things up?
pulling up the sheet because I have to remind myself I need golf. I need to put golf balls in my trunk. But
Mm.
um, what did I have? I wrote a couple things down. Oh yeah. So obviously I was covering for Chris last night
Right.
or last week. So at one point when I was like almost in the middle of my breaking point, I decided to create the coverage manifesto. This is
I
this
like
is
it.
my this is my this is my work. I don't really know what a manifesto is, but this is what I'm calling it.
Hey, I mean the Unabomber had one, so
Yeah, so yeah, I think it fits. And really the week goes in stages. So whenever he takes a week, because we're only a 3-person operation,
right.
me and him both own and operate. Um, we don't really have like separate roles, but there's some things I do that he does. Like it's really not that big of a deal, but
Yeah.
what ends
No,
up
you
happening,
fall into different things. Like that's I mean, I get
yeah,
it.
like
I did it.
typically I do the accounting on the QuickBooks, but like typically he handles like people who owe money. Like it's like little stuff like that,
Right.
but it's not like I never, ask people to bring a check in, whatever. So for reference, there's 3 people that work for us. We have one employee who is technically part-time because he works on a private commission scale. So he fills his schedule with one-on-one clients where that occupies, 80% of his time.
Right.
So when he takes off, it's me because it doesn't make sense to have our employee cover and rearrange his whole schedule when I can just cover. It
Right.
just is what
Right.
it is.
Yeah. It's
So
too many fucking like what's the word? Tetris. Too much
yeah,
Tetris.
and it's like for what? Because it's like it's almost more of a burden than anything else.
Right.
Like he could even just say, fuck it, I'll just take the day out. Like I just won't do it. Like
Yeah.
whatever. I mean, that would be a whole fucking pissing match, but it's just not worth asking. So lo and behold, here we are. So the way this works, stage 1. This is easy. I don't even need help. I can do it all myself. I don't even need him. I'm going to cut him out of the equation. That's stage 1. Stage 2, this happens probably by the end of the first day. Some help would be nice.
The optimism lasts for about 6 hours.
Half a day. Half
Yeah.
a day.
Yeah.
Like I get through the morning class run and then it's like, fuck. Yeah, because like so doing the morning class run, the afternoon class run, checking 2 emails, getting back to voicemails, whatever. And we have interns right now, so the interns help, but I have to make sure that they're set up to help and not, completely useless.
Yeah. Not get in the way.
Yep. Stage 3, physical deterioration. Common symptoms include headaches, exhaustion, dehydration, soreness, anger. I don't know what night it was, but I got one of those cluster headaches, like right behind my cluster headache, like right behind my eye. Like
Oh, sick, dude.
it's only behind the eye.
Yeah.
And it was definitely a day I had to close. It was awesome. It was so good.
Working from like 5 a.m. until 9 p.m.
And yeah, like legit 6 to 8:30. And
Yep.
one of those nights I didn't sleep.
Awesome.
Stage 4, all music is irritating. Everything. I'm sick of all music. I've been hearing it for fucking, if I'm in the building for 14 hours in a day, I'm listening to music for probably 12 of it, and it all sucks. All your music sucks. Everything you like, all these artists, all these pioneers, they're all terrible. They all fucking, they're bad musicians. They're all terrible. The only music that's okay is death metal because everyone cries when I listen to it, so I don't put it on. Everything else sucks. Led Zeppelin sucks. AC/DC sucks. Like, all these people suck when you
have to listen to it 12 hours a day, every day.
Working entirely too much. All music is terrible.
At some point, I would imagine. I was gonna say, I would imagine at some point it just turns to sound. Like, all sound is annoying.
And
just
then
shut the fuck up.
You can only imagine how bad music now becomes.
Right.
So, like, if Audio Slave is annoying as hell already, imagine when you're in this mentality.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible. Okay. Stage 5. False optimism. Where the thoughts going through my head are, fuck it, I can't wait to take my week off so I get to not be here and someone else gets to go through it. Problem is, that week never occurs. There's never a week that I take. I try to get mine in by, like, playing random golf tournaments here and there, or, like, you know, when we do guys weekend, it's like Thursday on.
Right.
It's like, so instead of taking like a week, I'll take a week but spread out.
Yeah.
Someone asked too, they were like, oh, what do you guys each get, like 2 weeks apiece? I'm like, dude, we don't fucking count.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You're both owner, like you said, you're both owner operators. So it's like you just fucking, if you can
you're just
make
trying not
the
to
time work. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And even then it's like, yeah, so life, like, this is the other thing too, is like life kind of comes at you. So he took a bunch of time off in June, but it was for his brother's bachelor party, and in a week they booked in fucking January.
Yeah.
Like, it is what it is.
Right.
So it's like August, I have 2 weekends booked, and it's like, oh, 2 weekends in the same month. It's like, yeah, fucking, it happens.
Right. Right.
Stage 6, autopilot. Thursday, so this is a Monday to Friday situation. Autopilot Thursday pretty much didn't even happen. Like, I don't even know. Like, it just went. It's gone. It's over with. I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you what happened Thursday, but it went, and you don't even notice it.
It was completed, we know, because today's Monday.
Which stage 7 is we just call stage 7 Friday.
Yeah.
Somehow Friday's a half a day and takes longer to get through it than all of the 4 days before it. We close.
Of course.
We close at 1:30, and for whatever reason, that day took fucking 5 days.
Yeah. Of course, because you know in your head that you have like you're like, oh, sick. I only have to work 8 hours today instead of 14. But then the time just fucking drags.
Yeah. Fucking. And it's like, inexplicably, for no reason, it's the easiest day, and it takes the fucking longest to get through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially because the last group is a 12:30 adult group, and it's like, oh my God, don't ask me any fucking questions. Just move.
Yeah.
Just fucking go. Just do what I fucking tell you. Don't ask me anything. Don't talk to me. Just get the fuck out.
Don't look at me. Read the fucking board. Do what it says on the board.
And I make the workout super easy. Like, I try to do as few single leg or single arm things. Those take too much time.
Yeah.
I try to make the circuit something real shitty but really quick.
Yeah.
And it never works. It's always 1:30.
Yeah.
Stripping around. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Do you have anything else I can do besides these?
Yeah. So, like, when you say battle rope slams, you want me to use like 2 arms or like 1 arm, or should they be like big battle rope slams, or should they be small? I'm like, I don't care.
Doesn't matter.
Slam the fucking ropes.
You have 30 seconds. Just fucking move.
Yeah. So that's the I guess it really would be called, I guess the appropriate name is probably the 7 stages of work coverage. Because it goes like that every time. Every
Yeah.
single time it goes like that. In
Yeah.
that exact way.
I can see that. You start out like, oh, this is fine. I don't need anything.
Yeah,
And
no,
then
I got this.
halfway through the
And
first day, you're like,
halfway through
it'd
the
probably
first
be
day,
nice if I
like,
had something.
especially because so in this is a timing problem. It's the second week of our summer schedule. So all the kids are out of school. They've been out of school for a week because people can't possibly plan ahead. So they have to wait for them to get out, and
Yeah.
then they can start to figure out their summer plans.
Right.
And then there's also the fourth, which means people are away or people are like whatever. So it's like you try to cram a bunch of shit in at the beginning of the week. It's like I had 3 assessments to do and people want to get started immediately because it's, you know, whatever. So it's like I gotta fucking fit them in.
Yeah.
And then we have a lot of people reaching out because they want to get started back up. Not right away, but it's like they're reaching out. This person's reaching out. This person wants to change this. This person just shows up. This person, I texted Chris, and I'm like, he's not fucking here this week.
Yeah, Chris is off this week.
I told all of you this week. I told everyone last week. I go, don't fucking text Chris next week. He's not fucking here.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not answering me. Yeah, he's not answering me either. He's fucking off, and he's in buttfuck Maine.
Yeah, he's in the middle of nowhere.
Even if he wanted to answer you, I don't even think he could.
Right. Yeah, he probably doesn't have service.
Every fucking year.
People are fucking stupid.
And I think we'll be doing it again in November because he's got a baby coming. I think it's going to, and I really hope it does. I hope it conflicts with Charlotte.
Oh, yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah, I told him. I'm like, hey, I booked the trip to Charlotte. I go, if babies came on a better time frame, like if I knew your child was coming,
yeah,
November 2nd, I think the due date's the 1st. If I knew the baby was coming the 1st, if I knew that,
yeah,
we would talk because we're that weekend. So actually I could probably make it work, whatever.
yeah.
But like, I'm not booking the trip to find out that your baby came October fucking 27th.
Right. Yeah.
So if the baby comes late, then whatever, fuck me. It is what it is. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Let Craig and Anthony run the show for a little while.
Figure it out.
They can figure it out for 3 days while you were away.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's gonna happen. You know that, right? The baby's gonna be late because we're going what, November 7th?
I think it's the 7th. I think the game is the 7th.
Okay, so yeah, we probably leave
like
the 5th
or something.
Yeah. Oh, I saw Jones the other day, actually. Shout out to Jones, friend of the show. He was up here for the holiday weekend. He's probably currently on his way home right now. But he was staying in Attleboro at his buddy's place, and he stopped by on the way up to his dad's in Iceland. And so they got to see the house, and they were like, holy shit, dude. And I was like, yeah, man, we did all this. But yeah, that's what he even said too. He goes, we're going to save so much money. And whatever. It's a pain in the ass. We have to drive 8 hours from Baltimore to Charlotte, but it doesn't matter. We drove 8 hours from fucking Massachusetts to Baltimore a couple of years ago. Like, it doesn't matter. And I would rather save the money because I told him too that, well, I think he knew, but when we originally booked the Baltimore trip, we looked and like round trip tickets from Boston to Baltimore the weekend they were playing the Ravens was like over $400, if not more, maybe $500. And then the following weekend, if you wanted to go round trip, it was like $120.
Yeah. We can look at it again though, because it's like, I know you and I both have like JetBlue points.
Yeah.
I think American might fly direct.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. And I again, so also with Chris being in the situation Chris is in, like with maybe having the child, I may have to just fucking fly down at a different time. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I figured we'd fly down whatever, Friday afternoon, Friday night, and then leave Baltimore Saturday morning to drive to Charlotte.
Take a red eye on Thursday.
Yeah. And then obviously have the game Sunday and then either come home Monday or Tuesday, depending on what things look like.
Yeah. Whatever. Figure it out.
Yeah. So if anyone is watching the YouTube and you're like, is he drinking a Nesquik? Yeah, that's right. I am. I'm drinking Nesquik fucking chocolate milk. And you know why? Fuck you. That's why.
You know
Not
what
a
someone brought
sponsor.
up?
What you say?
Remember all the different iced teas that used to come in the vending machines?
Oh yeah.
It was like Lipton and Nesquik, Nestea, and all those things. I used to fucking drink the shit out of those. Someone brought one of those up, making fun of a bunch of kids yesterday.
We stopped at this like little butcher shop deli place in town and to get shit for today because I'm also gonna today is the maiden voyage of the Traeger. And we were in there and they had like a chest of all the different like iced teas and like Arnold Palmer's and all this. And I was like, holy shit, I haven't seen these in forever. Amy got the pink lemonade Arnold Palmer. Like there was some in there that like I had never even seen before. I didn't even know they made a pink lemonade Arnold Palmer. But it was like same idea. It's funny that you just mentioned that. It was like all different fucking iced teas. It was just a whole case just of iced teas.
That's strange.
Yeah.
That's really strange.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I was at the store.
One?
Huh?
Was Brisk? Was that one?
Yeah. Yeah, Brisk was one. Brisk was the one that had the commercial with the snowman.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he used to melt and change into the fucking skeleton.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good one. Yeah, no, I was at the store the other day, and obviously, if you guys didn't know, I've been demoing, you know, because I haven't really talked about it. And I saw the Nesquik. You know, I was like, you know what? I really want a fucking chocolate milk, and I'm gonna fucking get it. And I don't care because I'm gonna pretend like I'm fucking 6 and drink a chocolate milk because it's delicious. So fuck it. That's what I got. But yeah, no, today is the maiden voyage for the Traeger. I'm gonna fire that bitch up later.
What are we cooking?
I got pork ribs and I got some sausages. So we got I found I forget the name of the brand, but there's apple bourbon sausages and it's called like Aloha. I think it's like pineapple something else. I don't know, something. It sounded good, so I bought them. So I'll fire up that, get that going. It's gonna be interesting. Obviously, never used one before, so I'm gonna have to go out and fucking plug it in and play around with it and see the deal. Though I got the one that it connects to the app though. So it'll fucking like it'll tell me. Hopefully it'll tell me if something's going wrong. It'll be like, hey dickhead, go check your fucking grill.
I don't even think you need to go out.
Yeah, but yeah, probably not. I mean, ideally that would be awesome. But
yeah, you can do it all from your phone.
Yeah. So we'll see. I gotta go get all that shit. I gotta get somewhere to fucking put the pellets after once I open the bag. Because I don't think the whole bag is gonna fit inside the hopper.
Oh, sounds like you have a nice little day for yourself.
Yeah. I mean, it's still early. It's only 9:45 right now. So I don't even have to put them on yet. I think I found a recipe because the app also gives you recipes, and I think it said 4.5 hours. So I figure if I throw them on around noon, I'll be ready to go.
I haven't used my smoker since fucking
Yeah, I bought so I used the rub from Grill Your Ass Off, the pork rub, and I wrapped it, and I bought a bottle of Dr. Pepper to spray it with. So we'll see. We'll see how that works. Maybe make a little barbecue sauce with Dr. Pepper too. I don't know. Maybe we'll get real fucking wild.
Flying off the handle. Seems adventurous for a guy that just demoed a house.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do anything yesterday. I literally barely. Well, I mean, we went out to buy food and stuff, but other than that, I never left the fucking couch. I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. because we have to carry Pickett up and down the stairs now because there's still staples on the ground. So we don't want her to like fuck up her paws from when we ripped up the carpet. She weighs like 50 pounds, but like yesterday morning, I went to go pick her up and my back just locked up. And I was like, oh shit. Oh, fuck. I can't carry a 50-pound dog right now. I'm like struggling because I can't bend over. So I'm trying to like just bend my knees to like get down low and like scoop her up. And I'm like, this fucking blows.
Dude, you need some more band work and core activation.
Yeah, I need to be more pliable.
It's
I
not
should probably
it's
go to
not
a chiropractor too.
Yeah, it's not the week of demo you did. It's lack of band work.
Yeah. No, it's just life. You know, life catches
Like,
up to you.
Have you examined your breathing through all this?
Yeah, I have
Because
to do more.
You probably don't know how to breathe.
Yeah.
I've seen some 23-year-old strength coaches that like to do that now. It's like, you don't know how to breathe. Motherfucker, then how am I alive?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that breathing is essential to living. And if I'm here and talking to you, pretty sure I'm breathing right.
Yeah. Let me teach you how to breathe. You don't breathe you don't know how to breathe. Well, I do know how to breathe because I'm alive. There may be more like
automatic,
efficient ways to do it, but when have I ever done anything efficiently anyway?
Yeah. Whatever. People fucking.
Yeah. Fucking cocksuckers. All right. So I got this. We talked about this before. Before our abbreviated episode last week. The United States government released the alien report because we had until the end of June, thanks to good old number 45, who put that in the coronavirus stimulus bill. Snuck that right in there. Said that they had the government had 180 days to release all the information that they had on UFOs. So that being said, I know I said this to you before, and we're a little behind because I hadn't had a chance to read it last Wednesday, and we didn't have a ton of time. But when do you think they released it?
Oh, we did talk. That was what, a Friday at 4 News Dump?
Yep. They dropped it at for that Friday. I don't know, what was that? The 26th, something like that. At right around 4:00. Friday at 4 News Dump was the alien report. So I have it, and I've read it, and to my behest, it doesn't really say a ton. If anyone wants it, you just Google preliminary assessment unidentified aerial phenomenon. Oh, it was June 25th. Yeah, June 25th, 2021. It'll pop up on Google. It's just a report. It's an unclassified report. It's only like 5 pages long. I think there's like 7 or 8 pages, but the last couple are like appendices, and the first one is like a fucking title page. So it's really only like 3 or 4 pages.
This page intentionally left blank.
Yeah. But the cliff notes here is that doesn't really say a lot. So I'm looking at it right now, and they've been tracking incidents since 2004, as far as this report goes. They've created a unidentified aerial phenomenon task force that tracks everything, and that they began in 2004. So since then, in the last, I don't know what that is, 17 years, there have been 144 reports that have originated from U.S. government sources. So there's 144 reports that the government has, not like, I got really high on mushrooms in the backyard and thought I saw a fucking UFO fly by. This is like legit U.S. government. So we've got 144 of those. Of those 144, 80 involved multiple reports of the same event. So you're looking at roughly 80 occurrences in the last 17 years that were observed by more than one person that is tied to the United States government. That's still kind of a lot. 17 years, 80. What is that? At least 3 a year, right?
Yeah.
So they give you like UAP collection challenges, and it's like, well, you know, it's tough to figure this out, and the sensors on US military platforms are designed to do this, and vantage points and all this bullshit. But then after that they go, some potential patterns do emerge. And the pattern is that there was clusterings of UAP observations around US training and testing sites. So whenever there's like a military base, there seems to be more instances or occurrences, I guess. And a handful of these.
Is that partially because there are no sensors in like Little Rock, Arkansas?
I would imagine so, yeah.
Yeah.
And then of those 80, there have been 18 incidents that reported unusual movement patterns or flight characteristics. So anybody that's familiar with the Tic Tac story from David Fravor, that would count as that. There have been a few other ones as well where like things just move not in the way that normal propulsion systems would allow them to move. But then they go on to say, well, you know, some UAP appear to remain stationary in winds, move against the wind, maneuver abruptly. So they're like talking about all this shit. And they go, probably their big conclusion here. Ready for this? There is probably the lack of a single explanation for all of this. You don't fucking say, huh? Wow. There's a lack of a single explanation for all of these incidents and reports. That's some heavy hitting fucking info from the US government right there.
They've released nothing, and they definitely know more than they told you.
No. Because the report is a summary essentially. Like it is the cliff notes. Like they didn't give you any real information. So I'm cliff noting the cliff notes essentially. I mean, they mentioned that there's airspace concerns and potential national security challenges here. And then at the end they say we will require more analytical collection and resource investment with this to deepen our analysis. So it's like, oh, we need more info, and we're going to keep looking, and we're going to keep observing and analyzing. Cool guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
You guys did nothing.
Yeah, so pretty much this report says nothing. All it does actually can confirm is the amount of instances that have been recorded. So 144 in the last 17 years, and at least 80 of them were observed by more than one person or sensor. So I don't know. They're all clustered around military bases. There's no explanation. The government is concerned about national security, what they are. They don't know what they are. So again, no new information really, which is kind of a bummer. Also, though, not like I was like really expecting them to be like, oh yeah, we have aliens from planet, Floopnark hanging out in Arizona right now. Like I didn't really expect that, but
yeah, typically the New Mexico aliens are more like this. Typically the ones that are in Texas are more like this.
Yeah.
And then it's like, why are all the aliens hanging out in like the fucking Southwest?
Yeah. So I think what this kind of does is it lends a little more credence to that theory that I shared, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, I think, that this actually isn't aliens at all. It's like some super secret government project that no one knows about unless they're on that project, and they're just being observed by other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, again, they didn't say anything in the whole report.
Yeah. And like what they did say was there seems to be a pattern that they're all observed near military bases. So theoretically, if you follow that theory that it's like a deep government project, that would make sense that they only appear around government facilities.
Yeah, I mean, it also could be. The other thing too is it could be as simple as like, oh well, we've identified these occurrences, and it's like maybe the military is working on something.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it happens all the time. Like, like everyone knows that most arms of the government don't fucking communicate with each other. So like say there's this like top secret fucking Q clearance motherfucking project of some sort of craft that they've developed that is based on gravity propulsion versus like traditional like fuel propulsion. Because that's the whole theory behind that Tic Tac from David Fravor, that there was no exhaust, there's no combustion, and that it seems to be propelled using gravity somehow that we don't know. Well, if there's a branch of some sort of government organization, whether it's the CIA or the NSA or someone that I don't even know, the Homeland Security, and there's like a little tiny division in there that's made up of like 7 people, and those are the only 7 people that know about the project, it's plausible that they have created this technology. And because it's so top secret, it's like on a need to know basis. So like even like the director of the CIA doesn't even know what's going on within the CIA, like that type of stuff. So I wouldn't put it past that either.
Yep. I wouldn't.
Like we say all the time, the government has technology that's 15 years ahead. So like everything we have now, the government had 15 years ago. Your top of the line technology, they had it already back in 2006.
Yep.
Before we even had iPhones. Before we had iPhones, the government had fucking augmented reality and all that shit, So very lackluster alien report there. But like I said, I can't say I'm surprised.
Yeah. It sounded nice. Like, hey, we're going to tell you everything, except, no, we're really not.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, so before we wrap things up, we have because we got to be fair here. We like to take victory laps when we're right, but I'm also going to say when we swing and miss here too. And we swung and missed on Donald Rumsfeld.
Oh, yeah.
He died last week. He was like 89, I think, or something like that. He was somewhere around in his late 80s. One of the guys that was behind the whole Afghanistan, Iraq thing, weapons of mass destruction, because those really existed.
Yeah.
He kicked the bucket last week and we missed it. He wasn't in any of our death pools. So yeah. I feel like there was another one we missed. Like, didn't Jones text us someone else too?
Not sure.
Yeah. I feel like there was one. So we have the potential of 2 swing and misses on that one, but
dude, my long shot, Brittany, is like we're getting close.
She's teetering, man. I don't know. I mean, it's one of those situations where, oh, this is hilarious. Have you seen the meme where it's like it's one of those like split things, and it goes society, free Britney, and then it's like real life. The best I can do is Cosby. But it's like a picture of like the Pawn Stars.
Yeah, yeah.
So Bill Cosby is free. He's out of jail because of essentially because of a formality.
Yep.
And Britney cannot catch a break. It's actually pretty fucked up because I've read more about what happened to Cosby. Apparently, when he originally gave testimony, it was under the acknowledgement that it would not end up in jail time. Like it was like a what's it called? Like a plea bargain almost. Where like I'll admit to this and like not have to do jail time, but I won't admit to that, and like you'll put me on house arrest or whatever because I'm fucking 9,000 years old and I'm Bill Cosby and I'm rich. And then come to find out they still put him in jail even though they agreed to not. So now he's out of jail. But the funny thing is, everyone's like, how to get out of jail for raping people? Be really rich. And it's like, well, that's not totally wrong, but like that doesn't really apply to this situation, because if you actually read about it, there was a agreement between the prosecution and the defense that if he said X, he wouldn't go to jail. He said X and they still put him in jail, and you can't do that.
Yeah.
So
I heard someone talking about how the prosecution, that's the thing, like the way someone said it too was the prosecution was so bad in this case that you didn't need to be rich to get off.
right.
They go, you could have found any lawyer to get you off. That's how bad the prosecution fucked this one up.
Yeah. So, like I said, not that being rich doesn't help, because it definitely does, because you always see rich people that do fucked up shit, they end up getting off. But like this does not, or that does not apply to this scenario. If anyone would just fucking take a second to read something instead of just reacting, they would realize that. Also, not defending Cosby, he's a piece of shit, fuck him. But you also have to follow due process, unfortunately. Sometimes that allows shitbag people like him to not be in jail.
Yep. I think double jeopardy is for sure in play here.
Yeah. So whatever. He's also fucking 9,000 years old, so he'll probably be dead at some point before the end of this year anyway. So
take him next year.
Yeah.
Another year on Earth because we suck.
All right. You want to wrap this bitch up?
We can wrap this up.
All right.
So the other day that Pinterest is going to not allow weight loss ads on their platform.
Oh, good.
And my first thoughts is obviously that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Do you think that would be kind of borderline? Is it illegal? Probably not, because it's private, but like, does that like violate some free market shit or something? Like, I don't like, I'm trying to fucking.
Yeah.
Because it just feels like now weight loss companies are, or even or fitness or anyone targeting weight loss cannot use that platform.
Yeah. I don't know. It certainly seems like they have a case. I'm just not smart enough to know what it is.
Oh, I'm not saying like legal, like I'm not talking like actual court of law shit here.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, doesn't that seem like it's fucking, because you can't have any weight loss ads. Now, when Facebook advertising and stuff, there are guidelines to what you can put on ads. So it's
Right.
like you can't make unrealistic claims.
Right.
You can't use hurtful speech. You can't do this. You can't do that. Whatever.
Right.
But you could still have the ads if you word them correctly.
Yeah.
And now on Pinterest, you can't
Yeah.
at all.
Man.
And I want to be clear because I don't think the world needs any more weight loss ads because there's already too many of them and too much bullshit.
Right.
People can't figure it out anyway. So I definitely don't want more.
Yeah.
I did see that and I'm just like, I don't know. It just seems fucked up.
Yeah. So all the fatties are going to go congregate on Pinterest now. It's going to be the fat person app.
Fat person app.
Yeah.
It's a safe space for fat people.
Yeah. Which that in and of itself is like a whole fucked up thing too, because like we know from science, right? Because we just spent the whole last year and a half talking about how important science is. Science has showed us that the number one factor in early mortality is obesity.
Yep.
Obesity is linked to cardiovascular disease, which is the number one killer in at least the country, if not the world. It also contributes to diabetes, which is quickly climbing up the ranks in killing the most people. What else? Like it fucks up your joints. Like it causes inflammation. So autoimmune disease, it can be linked to. Like obesity is not good.
Right.
like in no situation. This is why I find it hilarious that like all these magazines, like I don't even know. I don't even know which ones they are. So I'm not even going to name names anyway. But there'll be like a magazine and they'll post like a fat lady in like her underwear and be like, this is healthy. And it's like,
nah.
Well, that's not healthy, actually. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you're probably pre-diabetic. You could potentially have hypertension. God knows what your fucking insides, you know what I mean? Like, we don't know what your blood work looks like. And it's like, you might feel okay, but that also doesn't mean that like you're healthy.
Yep.
And there's also within reason. Like you can be a little overweight. Like if you're like someone my size, like I'm 5'8", like I'm right now, I'm like 190 pounds. I'm a little overweight, but like I would like to think that I'm healthy. You know, I get my blood levels checked once a year and everything comes back fine. Everything's good. And it's like one of those things where like someone that's 5'8" and a male that's 30 years old should be 160. You know, they spit out these stupid fucking numbers that like this is where you should be. And it's like, yeah, I am a little overweight, but like I'm healthy. Now, if I were 230, I would not claim that I was healthy. And it's like the people are going to the extreme and still claiming that they're healthy. And it's like, no, that you're missing the point here. You can be a little overweight and be healthy, but you can't be obese.
I mean, and still, it's like goes over like the same shit too. It's like, yeah, I mean, don't be a dick. Don't make fun of people over superficial bullshit. But
right.
But at the same time, it's like,
don't lie either.
Yeah, don't lie. Like this isn't healthy or whatever.
Right. And that's the other thing like, too. I am totally cool with. I know I come from a fitness background. So do you. Obviously, everyone knows that if you've been listening long enough. But like, I also don't give a shit if someone's fat and they have zero desire to lose weight. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care either.
You can be fat if you want. I'm not going to fat shame you and tell you that, oh, how dare you walk around like that. I don't give a fuck. You want to be 600 pounds? Go right ahead. But don't sit there at 600 pounds and tell me that you're healthy because you're not.
Yeah. Or don't tell me at 600 pounds you can sit there and do whatever the fuck you want. Just don't talk to me in that case. If that's how you want, if that's the conversation you want to have, fucking find somebody else.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's fucking stupid. Way to go, Pinterest, for I don't
leading the
know.
charge.
Yeah. Awesome. I'm trying to decide. I'm torn between two here for my final thought, but I'm gonna go with the one that's sat on here the longest because I feel like if I wait more time, it's just not going to be appropriate anymore. Um, did you know football is gay?
Football is gay?
Yeah, football is gay.
All right.
According to the NFL, football is gay. They are football is what? It's like they released this. So backtrack. If people have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, Carl Nassib,
Yeah.
the defensive end for the Oakland Raiders, came out as gay. He's the first active NFL player to come out as gay. He is not the first NFL player to be gay because that award goes to Michael Sam. Everyone forgets about Michael Sam. He got drafted in 2014 and then ended up never making it onto an active roster. But he was the first. So Carl Nassib came out as the first active player to be gay in the NFL. And because Roger Goodell and his team of cronies can't help themselves, they had to insert their own opinions on this. So there was this whole big thing. He released this video. He goes, "Hey, everyone," I think it was on Twitter or Instagram, one of those. He goes, "Hey, hope everyone's having a great day. I just wanted to tell you all that I'm gay and I'm finally comfortable, sharing that with people." And I look at that and I say, awesome. Good for him. I'm glad that he was able to do that. And hopefully, over the course of time, more and more people will feel comfortable to do the same. Because I never want people to feel uncomfortable with who they are and sharing who they are and all that shit. And also playing football through high school. Football is pretty fucking gay. You do a lot of weird shit in high school. God only knows what happens in college and the pros. But because I obviously didn't make it that far, but you do a lot of really fucked up shit. At least we did. So for the whole culture to be like super like macho and like anti-gay, I would go back and be like, dude, what the fuck did you guys do in high school football? Like, was there a guy like running around the locker room with just his helmet on, like ass naked? Because to an outsider, that's pretty fucking gay if you ask me. But like, it was normal to us. But I digress. And anyone that listens to this show from Medford that played football with me probably knows exactly who I'm talking about. Oh, actually, there was a few people that were all do weird shit like
I would
that.
say it cannot just be one.
Yeah, no, there was not just one. But so awesome, good for Carl Nassib. Like I said, I'm glad he was able to do that, and I hope it opens the door for more people to do the same. However, where I have a problem is Roger Goodell having to come out and make a statement on this. He like within hours of Carl Nassib making this announcement on his social media, Roger Goodell puts out a tweet that says, we stand by whatever and we're all in this together. Like stupid bullshit, like stupid shit. And I read that and I go, you can't let this fucking guy have it like a couple hours. You can't let him have like a day. Like literally within like a few hours of him sending out that video, Roger Goodell puts out an official statement on it. Since when does the commissioner of a sports league need to put out an official statement on someone's sexual orientation?
I will actually counter that with the media now expects it. So you can blame the media for that because
so fuck the
they're
media.
Probably barking down his fucking PR department. Oh, can we get comments from the commissioner? Can we get comments? So it's like, what does he think? Well, what is he in support of this or is he against this? So it's like, the media fucking tried to beat his door down. So
but
he
also
has
like
to put something out.
It's 2021. Is there any?
That's the problem. I know that's the problem with the media.
I know the answer to this, but like, it's kind of a rhetorical question. Is there anybody left that still exists that has problems with gay people? And I know
Yes.
there are some, yes.
Yes.
Particularly the good old my favorite, the good old Catholic Church. My big fans of those guys.
How about the South?
Yeah, the South. But like, I don't know, man. Like, who cares? He's gay. Like,
Dude, you forget. So I forgot about this until a couple months ago, talking with someone from that was living in the South with people who grew up in the South. Dude, people still think that way.
yeah, that's wild.
We're up. Like it actually caught me off guard because it sounds so uninformed and unintelligent that it actually blows my mind that people still formulate those opinions.
Yeah, yeah.
Because this is the thing, is like some people are in support, some people are just like, hey man, whatever, you do what you want. And then that's kind of where I stand. I go, if you want to be gay, go nuts, do whatever
Yeah,
you want.
exactly. I don't give a shit.
Let
Anyone do whatever they want.
Do what you want to do. I don't fucking care. I really don't care. I'll handle my shit. You handle your shit. That's how.
As long as you don't drag me into it.
Let's involve Gary Jeffries.
This is the third time this month.
But dude, like people still think that way. So, and then the media instantly needs to find out what Goodell has to say about it so that they can, produce a report or whatever, beef up their story about Carl Nassib. Like that's what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
You can blame the media. It's their fucking fault.
Yeah, the media fucking blows.
Roger Goodell did not hear that news and instantly go, you know what I gotta do?
I gotta put out a statement.
I gotta put out an official statement.
Yeah.
His PR would probably call him and be like, hey, Raj, we're getting a fucking thing going for you so we can shut the media up.
Yeah.
All right,
hey,
guys, no problem.
Hey, we'll draft it for you. You just tweet it.
Yeah. And even then, there's probably someone tweeting for it. Like Roger Goodell does not sit there. Let me compose my tweet.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so then fast forward to, I don't know, a few days ago, and the NFL puts out this video. Let me see if I can actually find it really quickly. If I Google it, and it starts out, football is gay. I just Googled football is gay video. They posted it on Twitter. Trying to get it. All right, I got it. So it's 30 seconds long. It says football is gay. Football is lesbian. Football is beautiful, life, queer, and now it starts to go really fast. That's like all kinds of shit. And then it goes, football is power. Football is accepting. Football is everything. Football is for everyone. And then it's the shield. Oh, I gotta back it up. Then it's the shield in the fucking pride flag colors. Yeah, it's really like impossible to see, but trust me, it's the NFL shield in the pride flag. So it's like, all right. And I know again that part isn't Goodell, because it's not his Twitter, but it's the official NFL Twitter. And it's like, again, guys, like you can't miss an opportunity of exploiting anything.
They've probably had that video for so long, waiting for someone to come out just so that they could fucking let it rip.
Yeah, yeah. Like
that's the other thing too, is like, why is it so hard to just say like,
we stand by Carl Nassib,
or it's like, congratulations to Carl Nassib. We admire his courage to finally feel comfortable, to live life the way he wants to, and we support him.
Yeah.
And statement.
Yeah. No, they go, football is gay. Football is lesbian. Football is accepting. Football is everything.
Football is lesbian.
Yeah.
So all the women that play.
Yeah.
And what is there, like 7 on staff?
Yeah. It's
how is it?
Yeah.
I assume they mixed in some trans stuff there too. Or you know what? They did call it football. They didn't say the NFL. So football from the bottom up. Like,
Yeah.
girls can play like flag and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I guess that's right.
And they go, football is for everyone. It's like, all right. Oh, I'm sorry. Have you recognized that your youth participation numbers are down?
Yeah, football's for everyone.
Yeah.
That
Everyone
goes
should
with the
play
brain.
football. Yeah. So, yeah, lacrosse is going to take over.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Soccer too.
Yep. Soccer. Only a matter of time. Football's dying. It's a dying sport.
Yeah, it's dead.
Yeah. Baseball's dead. Football's dying. The future is soccer and lacrosse and swimming.
Ultimate.
I wish we had like a real producer, someone that like actually would have been able to like track all the dumb shit that we've said over the years and do like they do on 98.5, like pull up
really
old shit.
That person.
What'd you say?
I really wish we didn't have that person.
Oh yeah. Just to like put together a string of just the stupid shit that we've said.
Well, it would be funny because when you're like, oh, like football and soccer and take over, then you can clip it back.
Yeah, yeah. So, hey, sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong.
Most of the time.
Most of the time you're wrong. So, if you're going to bet on any football, because we're almost at football season, that's the other thing too about July. It's July 5th. We're super close to OTAs. Football's almost back. I think we got 3 weeks before football starts, and then like maybe 6 weeks before the first preseason game. Not that preseason matters, but it's just football season, best time of the year. So if you're going to make any bets or you want to get your bets in early now on who's going to win the Super Bowl, go to mybookie.com, use our promo code SarcasmPod, and they will match your initial deposit for 50% up to $1,000. So that's mybookie.com, promo code SarcasmPod over there. You can get us on any podcast streaming services that are available. Yeah, you're going to want to subscribe to us over there. And then if you use Apple, go to the iTunes store, give us 5 stars, leave us a review. If you're watching on YouTube right now, you saw me drinking my Nesquik earlier. Again, not a sponsor, but they could be if they wanted to. I wouldn't say no to that. I wouldn't say no to Nestle money.
Well, see, I definitely wouldn't say no to their money. Actually, maybe I would say, but I will not tolerate their products.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess for any amount of money, yeah, I will.
Yeah. Hey, I got a price. So subscribe to us on YouTube. We got a couple of new subscribers now, so that's pretty sweet. We got 2 new subscribers in the last week, so that's pretty awesome. Small victories here. Take them when we can get them. Keep spreading the word. Keep telling everybody you know about the show. Oh, also on YouTube, if you haven't already, click subscribe. Join the 2 people from this last week. Give us a thumbs up. Leave us a comment underneath. And you can get us on Instagram at Sarcasm Speaks Pod. Our Twitter handle is Sarcasm_speaks. And our Facebook page is Sarcasm Speaks. So until next time, happy birthday. Well, it's the day after America's birthday, but happy birthday, America. And see you next time.